So hi and welcome to those that are seeing these videos for the first time. We've decided that we're trying to do some helpful videos to help some of our new clients and existing clients to use the services that we deploy more effectively and more efficiently. Quite often when clients onboard and start using new services, we get a snapshot in time to help the people that are in that particular business, but people come and go. And quite often there are changes in staff that we're not necessarily made fully aware of. And equally internally, you may not have the onboarding processes in place to tell them about all the services you've got. You almost take them for granted. So we're doing these short videos to try to dispel some of the smoke and mirrors and make it easier for your new starters and existing members of staff to use the services. So today we're going to talk about OneDrive. It'll be a very, very short video because OneDrive is extremely simple to use, especially once you've got it set up. And this is based on us having set it up for you in the way that we use it. Now, we still have an on-premise server, but over the years of cloud becoming far more integral in our business and business in general, we have slowly but surely weaned many of our core services off our server. So we have more than just one single point of failure. And what it also means is, people can work from pretty much anywhere that they need to in a very efficient way. So really, OneDrive has enabled us to centrally store all of our data, centrally back it up for one place, but also means it's accessible without the need for VPNs and complex networking to be done. So I'm going to deep dive straight in. As I said, it's going to be a very quick video because there isn't a lot to show you, but hopefully at the end of this video, you'll see how simple it is to use once you have got it all set up. And as I say, this will be based on us having already gone through the process of setting you up properly. So hope it makes sense. So here, hopefully you can see, this is my normal desktop, and what I would normally used to have is a lot of server drives down here. We have very few now because, as I say, we don't really use them to use live data. So here on the left, I'm hoping you can see that I've got a couple of OneDrives here, and there's another one there for another company that I run. But here we've got a couple of drives, and as you can see, you can go straight into them like any other normal folder that you would if it was a server. The only difference is this is based in the cloud, so it's not literally coming from the server that's downstairs. So there's lots of data that we have on here, and yours would look no different, and how you access it is no different, because we can set it up so it runs basically straight from your Finder window in the same way that you do at the moment. Permissions are generally done at the core of the service, and again, we set those all up for you in the background. So the new addition that you'll see with OneDrive is in the bottom right hand side of my corner. As I said, because I've got multiple identities, I've got a couple down here. But effectively, if I click on one of my OneDrives and I can say view online, up will pop an online version of my OneDrive. And if I just move it to the side here, you'll hopefully be able to see that on one side we've got the Anytech Solutions Limited, and on the other side we've got the communication side. Looking online, we've got exactly the same thing. And if I go into the top folder, Anytech Solutions, and click on that, you should see that they're again are identical. So whether I'm working remotely or whether I'm working in the office, I get to see exactly the same thing. Now, I could work straight from this folder, straight from the cloud, and use online apps to, change my documents, etc., etc. However, I prefer to have on each of my computers an actual link that looks like this. So you're not forced to work from this environment simply because you're working remotely. If you use a laptop at home, we could equally set this up to work on your laptop, so you've got all of these folders. The thing that you must be wary of, though, if you're working on a slower broadband connection, you do need to look at these icons down here. And if you notice, mine is still processing changes because I made a load of changes this morning. So if I was working remotely, I would want to pay attention to see whether files that are actually currently being used and updated are actually files that I'm about to go into. But generally, the updating is very, very quick, and it shouldn't cause you any major issues. So I hope that helps clarify a little bit about what OneDrive and how it works and the simplicity. As I say, this is based on us having set it up for you, but it is literally that simple to use, exactly as though you were on a server, without any difference. But the considerations are broadband connection and the numbers of people that are going to be accessing the data at the same time. That's just something that needs to be considered and looked at. But it's a great system, and I'd advise anyone to look into moving their data to it if you're currently in an on-premise situation, especially if the files are small. So hopefully that's helped.